Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. Rectification of Errors, one of the important chapter in financial accounting, basic chapter. You need to be thorough in this chapter. For this, what is required is basic journal entries. If you know how to write the journal entries, then rectification of errors is easy. So that you must be thorough. By the way, this chapter I am preparing from the Pankaj Publications, R.P. Trivedi, Manoj Trivedi. This book I am following. So this book is a specimen copy from the Pankaj Publications, Mr. Hemant Desai sir. He has given me this book, specimen copy. Anyhow, coming to the rectification of errors. What is error? Error means simple words, you can say it as a mistake. Knowingly, unknowingly, if any mistake happened while writing the journal entry or journal entry to ledgers when we are posting or ledger to trial balance, somewhere some mistake happened, some error happened. So how do we rectify that? Regarding this, we are going to discuss rectification of errors. Did you remember the accounting principles? There are three accounts: personal accounts, nominal accounts, real accounts. Rules, did you remember? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Debit all the expenses, losses, assets. Credit incomes, losses and liabilities. This principle you have to remember. So now let's go. So rectification of errors. First of all, we'll talk about the errors. Errors are two types of errors. One is error of principle. Error of principle is accounting principles when we are not following. That is error of principle. Accounting principles. What is accounting principles? Double entry system. What to debit, what to credit. Properly, when you are not following, that is called as error of principle. This happens especially when the clerk or accountant does not have proper knowledge of accounting. Only in such case it happens, otherwise this won't. This is about error of principle. Second one is clerical errors. Clerical errors means if the clerk knowingly or unknowingly, if he has done some mistake, that kind of errors we call it as a clerical errors. Clerical errors totally we can divide into four parts. First one is error of omission. Error of omission means this is totally omitted. Any transaction or amount, something is totally omitted, ignored, not entered. That is called as error of omission. For example, this month 5th, date is 5th. We have purchased some material. The transaction is not at all entered. Error of omission. Not entered, ignored, omitted. Okay. So that's error of omission. Second one is error of commission. Error of commission means partly or fully some mistake happened. We made a mistake, totally or partly. So that is error of commission. Say same transaction will take. 5th of this month purchased material. What is the amount? 50,000 for example. We have written 25,000, means partly mistake. Okay, so that is error of commission. Third one is compensating errors. Compensating error means one mistake we have done, that mistake is covered by another mistake. For example, on the trial balance, debit side, we forgot to write 500 rupees. 500 rupees we forgot. This is one mistake. Credit side also we forgot to write 500 rupees. Another mistake. This mistake is covered by another mistake. That doesn't make any difference while preparing the trial balance. This is, we call it as a compensating error. One mistake is covered by another mistake. Compensating error. That doesn't reflect in the trial balance. Very important, very tactfully we have to find out such kind of errors. Unless you have a good knowledge, you cannot find out such compensating errors. Okay. And fourth one is error of duplication. Duplication means double time entered. Double time same transaction entered. 5th of this month we have purchased goods of 50,000 rupees, right? So the same one once again we have entered. Duplication. Okay, these kind of 4 types of errors we call it as a clerical errors. Got it? Errors are 2 types. One is error of principle, error with the clerical errors. Clerical errors total 4 types. What are those? Error of commission, omission, and compensating errors. Lastly, error of duplication. Hope it is clear. Then we'll discuss few more things. Errors disclosed by trial balance. While preparing trial balance, we'll come to know there is an error. What kind of transactions? Means first one, omitted from ledger to subsidiary books. What do we do generally? Journal entry we prepare. Then after that ledger. Then after that trial balance. Now what we are saying, omitted from ledger to subsidiary books. Ledger to subsidiary books, when we are transferring, there we have omitted. There we forgot. So this is one kind of error. Second one is posting on the wrong side. Instead of writing on the debit side, written on the credit side. Wrong side we have debited. Or wrong side we have credited. So this is one kind of error, posting on the wrong side of the ledger. And posting wrong amount, wrong side. Wrong amount, wrong side we have posted. Wrong amount means suppose 500 we have to post it on the debit side. So instead of debit side, we have posted on the credit side. So this is wrong amount, wrong side. Instead of this side, we have written. Or it can be posting wrong amount to correct side. Amount is wrong, but correct side we have written. Actual transaction is, suppose say here 1000 we have to write. Actual amount is 1000. This is correct amount. Where we have to write? Credit side we have to write. Credit side we are writing, but we are writing 500 rupees. Are you getting it? Posting wrong amount, wrong side. Wrong amount, wrong side means 500 written on the debit side. This is first case, posting wrong amount, wrong side. Second one is posting wrong amount to correct side. Amount is wrong. Instead of 1000, we have written 500. But correct side, exactly credit side only we are writing. So this is one kind of transaction. Next one, posting twice, which is nothing but we have discussed error of duplication. Posting twice, 2 times we have posted, double time. And transferring a wrong total. Total when we do, that is transferring on the wrong side. Suppose a purchase book we have prepared. Subsidiary books, did you remember? Purchase books, sales books, okay? And bills receivable, bills payable, sales returns books, purchase returns book, and petty cash, all these books, okay? Suppose say here we are talking about transferring a wrong total. Purchase book we have prepared. Purchase book means we write only the credit purchases of goods, not assets, right? So suppose this purchase book is total is say 20,000. 20,000 is transferring a wrong total. Instead of 20,000, there it is showing 20,000. But when we are transferring to ledger, we have written something else. 10,000 we have written. This is the same case, transferring to wrong total. Another one is omitted in trial balance. We have passed the journal entry, we posted into ledger, but omitted in trial balance. There we forgot it. So these kind of errors, we call it as a errors disclosed by trial balance. Through trial balance, we'll come to know these are the errors. There are some other errors not disclosed in trial balance. So those kind of errors we call it as a 4 types of errors. Errors not disclosed in trial balance. In trial balance, we will not be knowing. One is complete omission, completely omitted. How do you come to know? No way of understanding or no way of identifying such kind of errors. That is complete omission, compensating errors also. One mistake is covered by another mistake. How do you come to know? So this also very difficult to understand. Error of duplication errors also sometimes. And error of principle, if principle is not following. Basic ledger, basic journal entry gone wrong. Then ledger, trial balance, everything is systematically followed wrongly. So these are the 4 types of errors which are not disclosed in trial balance. Okay. Now one more important thing you must understand. Rectification of errors discovered before preparation of trial balance. Before preparing the trial balance only, some rectification of errors we can find out. What are those means? One is error affecting one account. Error is affecting one account only. Suppose say purchases we have purchased, or let's take sales. We sold goods of 20,000. 20,000 goods we sold, but not taken, which affects the sales book only, which is not taken into the sales book. Means only the sales book is going to make the difference. That affects the sales book only, not anything else, right? So that is, we say it as a error affecting one account only, one account. Error affecting two accounts. Error affecting two accounts means one side and another side also it is affecting. Suppose say X amount is debited 500 rupees instead of Y. X amount is debited, X is debited with 500 rupees. This is instead of Y, which affects two accounts. One is by mistake, X account is debited. X is not the right person, not proper person. Who is the proper person? Y. Y we have to debit. One mistake is by mistake we are taking X. This is one mistake. Second mistake is Y is not debited. So this is, we call it as a error affecting two accounts. Error affecting one account means, suppose we have taken sales. Sales are not recorded, only sales book affected. But whereas error affecting two accounts means both the accounts affecting. X by mistake we are taking, whereas Y we have not taken, two accounts are affecting. That's called as error affecting two accounts. Okay. Now one more important thing you have to remember. This one is rectification of errors discovered before preparation of trial balance. Before preparation only. There are some mistakes or some errors. Rectification of errors discovered after preparation of trial balance. After preparation of trial balance, how do you come to know there is a mistake? How do you come to know there is an error? Because trial balance is not tallying. Whenever trial balance is not tallying means, you will come to know very clearly there is some error. So those kind of transactions, what to do? In the initial stage, the trial balance at any cost, it has to be tallied. So we prepare the trial balance here like this. Trial balance, both the sides it should be same. Okay. Here you got 1 lakh. And here also it must be 1 lakh only. Suppose say this total we got 90,000. 90,000 instead of 1 lakh we got 90,000. But we'll write 1 lakh only. This total is here how much? 90,000, 90k. Difference is how much? 10,000. 10,000 we'll say it as a suspense account. Temporarily we just want to transfer it to the suspense account. If you come to know there is an error after preparation of trial balance. Okay. Rectification of errors discovered after preparation of trial balance. Trial balance we have prepared, not tallying. What do we do? The difference whatever is there, that is transferred to the suspense account, 10,000. Suspense account temporarily we prepare, the later will come to know that where the mistake happened and how it happened and how to rectify, that we'll see later. But initially after preparation of trial balance, if you come to know there is a mistake, we'll be transferring to the suspense account. That's all. This is a glance of rectification of errors. If you are thorough, if you understood, next class will follow the problems, practical problems. Want to take screenshot? Yes. I want you to be thorough in the journal entries first. Please go through journal entries, personal account, real account and nominal account. As I told you, 6 principles. Be prepared, be thorough and come back to the class for the practical problems of rectification of errors. By the way, there are many subjects already prepared in our channel. Check out the playlist and use it. Don't forget to share this video. So everything is free of cost for you all. So stay connected. Good luck.